At Wildlife Conservation Network, we believe there is hope for even the most threatened species. And we know it will take a community working together to make that hope a reality. That's why we invest in local leadership and conservation around the world, support a network of partners with bold, effective solutions, and establish wildlife funds to save a threatened species across its entire habitat. We connect donors with the conservation work they support and ensure 100% of their money goes to the work they care about. Together, we're building a world where people and wildlife can coexist and thrive.
WCN is perhaps the most extraordinary and successful conservation organization anywhere.
Join us in creating a future for wildlife.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm glad to see the serious people came to this room. Charlie Knowles, I'm the president and co-founder of WCN. And how many of you were with us last night? Great. Did you have a good time? Yes. Yeah, so we always work to ensure that you have a good time, and we actually survey. You probably have received these surveys, and we all read through all of them. And I was reading through them last year, and I wanted to share one with you. It said, absolutely fabulous and inspiring event. I'd like to hear more from the conservationists and less from Charlie and GJ. Is the person who wrote that here in the room? Could you raise your hand? No? Okay, then I can talk as much as I want. So thank you for being here. I want to first off thank our generous sponsors, the Disney Conservation Fund, represented by Leslie here. Thank you so much. And the Moore Foundation. And since we have extra time, last night we didn't get to truly acknowledge the incredible WCN staff and volunteers who work so hard. So let's give them a big round of applause. At WCN, the Expo planning actually takes a year, and the Expo started on Thursday and goes actually till next Thursday, so it takes a week. And there's a saying in WCN, okay, pace yourself. WCN is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Well, the last marathon I ran, I threw up, so I don't know if that doesn't bode well for the week. Is there anyone for whom this is your first WCN event? Oh, well, God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. And because you're here, that means I get to talk 4 minutes about WCN. So apologies to that one person who doesn't want to hear more from me. WCN was founded in 2002. I'm one of the founders, along with John Lucas and Akiko Yamazaki. And it was really founded to address a need that we saw as philanthropists. As a philanthropist, first of all, I saw that it was really difficult to understand what my impact was. I'd send money to an organization, not know where it went, not know what the impact would be. I felt like there was a lack of efficiency. I felt like a lot of money was being wasted on salaries and infrastructure in the United States rather than going to the field. And I felt like there was a lack of collaboration. A lot of organizations were saying, we can do everything soup to nuts, just give us the money and we'll take care of everything. So WCN was created to turn that whole model on its head. So in terms of impact, you're going to hear directly from the people who are on the ground. They can tell you exactly what's happening with their money. You can ask questions. You can visit the field. In terms of efficiency, over 94% of WCN funds go to support programs, and you can designate where your money goes. If you want to support this terrific Mariset program, 100% of your money will end up in Malaysia on the ground conserving these marine mammals. And Charity Navigator, which rates over 8,400 organizations on efficiency and transparency, gave WCN the first perfect score of 100 for our transparency and efficiency. And just last week, they came out with the new evaluations, and again, we're at 100%. And then finally, on collaboration, WCN is a big tent. We invite any organization to come and be a part of it. Last year, we supported over 200 different organizations, and we really realize it's only by working all together that we're going to be able to solve these incredible problems that are facing our world right now. And the way WCN does it is through 3 different strategies. So the first strategy is the one that we started on, which is our partner strategy. So we find people like Lori Marker, who's living and working in Namibia with local communities to save cheetahs in a fairly specified area, although her programs continues to grow to India and Somalia and all kinds of places, but really a place-based organization. And we have 22 of these partners that we do careful due diligence on. And then about 10 years ago, we saw with the the elephant situation, that some of these issues really need to be addressed on a global scale. That we need to look at not just what's happening locally, but we need to address international trade, demand, and the like. So we created an Elephant Crisis Fund, which supports a whole bevy of organizations, the most strategic, urgent, impactful organizations. And that's been so successful that we've replicated that with a Lion Recovery Fund, a Pangolin Crisis Fund, a Rhino Recovery Fund, and now a California Wildlife Program. So that's the fund strategy. And the third strategy is our rising conservation leaders. We really believe that the future of conservation rests in the hands of people like Peter LaLampa, who's just joining us here, Peter, a local Samburu warrior who's now running the programs for the Grevy's Zebra Trust. And in order to do that, we identify who are going to be the future leaders, and we've always invested in them through scholarships, and Peter was actually a recipient of one of those scholarships. And we've granted 200 scholarships to people from local communities to get masters or PhDs, and like Shivani Bala is a recipient, and so many of the people we've invested in Shivani, I think 17 years ago, and now she's a global leader in conservation. And then we also have a program called the Career Program, where we identified a gap between scholarships and people's career where they might need some additional training or access to networks or financial support, and so we invest in those. So those are the three strategies: the partner strategy, the fund strategy, and the rising conservation leaders. And thanks to your generosity, apparently the model works. We've raised and deployed over $300 million so far. We continue to grow at 30% a year, but the real reason we do it is the impact, and that's what you're going to hear about right now.